Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see like a straight-up rematch. No doubt these guys probably go into the same champions. We're going to see Nyx, we're going to see Visor, and on Cooler's side, going in for that Blazkowicz.
And then Clutch behind. There it is.
I'm excited to see what Cooler can do with Clutch, because it's by far, I think, one of my favorite champions.
Clutch is hype. Clutch is straight up hype.
But he plays the game in sometimes such a unique way, like this massive big body with the only character in the game with a shield. But now, because he can chase you, he can just be so in your face with it. It's a fun thing to watch.
Also, the character natively talks trash.
Oh, he's got the best voice.
There is
he's got
trash
the coolest
talk
lines
built into his dialogue that we all hear the whole time. Provided we get to see Clutch, obviously, you know, it will involve Rigo getting him off Nyx first, but I hope we see Clutch today.
Humans are well and truly scum as far as Clutch is concerned, and it will just pace every single one. But either way, when we saw Noctis play and he wasn't forced off his Anarchy pick at all, you wonder, are we going to see it again? You know, because bear in mind it was a Nyx mirror at the very beginning, but will we even have a chance to see Cooler's Clutch? Only time will tell. We're going to go straight into this match. The guys have obviously restarted their client, they're back into the game now, and we're just currently loading in. So either way, Cooler, I think he's probably our pick to win this one, but early stages in the tournament, there are sometimes when results can be quite unpredictable.
I think it depends on how Rigo's feeling right now, because obviously, you know, having that sort of like mental fortitude to, if we do have issues right now in between, you know, being able to play around with them.
That can kill your momentum, absolutely, but either way, Cooler does manage to snag that rail immediately ready. And bear in mind, Rigo did manage to take the heavy armor, so the rail's not going to do as much damage, but at the same time, I mean, that's going to do enough. He's going to go for the
This
health.
is a strong start. To get the rocket launcher, rail, and mega.
Oh, hang on.
There's that aggressive ghost walk. Talking about, he was ready for him.
Goes in for the surprise. Oh, and he just waits for him to jump into the rail. You know, we spent so long talking about how Cooler uses the ghost walk as an ambush, and we saw it used just like that. Didn't actually catch sight of Rigo there. Rigo, though, has popped his ability. He's going to see the fact that Cooler was down there even before he went through. Tags him in the backside with a rail. That's going to do sufficient damage to at least scare him off, I think.
Always sees him behind him too. Yeah, he's trying to chase him though. Hasn't quite managed to stock up on health, but here it is, the Mega ready for it. And here's that kind of like circuit almost that, you know, you run around just to make sure that you've got those timers in your mind.
Rigo again though, being super careful. Again, the aggressive ghost walk. No doubt Rigo didn't see it. And again, the combo of the ground rockets to knock him into the air and the free rail. That's almost 2 for 2. Cooler looking so strong.
That's such a deadly combo too as well. If you hit that rocket and you do so much damage, that rail hits like a truck, especially if they haven't got any armor. And if you've just hit him with a rocket, you might have just taken away what armor they had, and Rigo forced on his Ranger already.
If you've just caught them on spawn, that's a one-hit kill sequence. But again, the fact that heavy armor is down for so long, he's just picked up the mega health, and history repeats itself from the first set that we saw. Cooler with a crazy dominant round number 1.
Almost like shades of what we saw last game.
Completely.
Again, just absolute. I think one word reigns consistent here: control. Having access, you know, controlling those big pickups, controlling the weapons, and right now Cooler getting a good spawn hit, putting it right next to the rocket and the mega health. Wow, that's a really fortunate situation to start in.
And because of Nyx's wall jump, he was actually able to sort of salvage that sort of farm jump just a little bit. Very versatile champion as Nyx, I think. But again, Rigo sticking with the same champion, the Nyx mirror. I don't think Rigo saw him up there, going in for the Ghost Walk, forcing it away, and Cooler just trying to establish space and answering back with his own Ghost Walk, probably trying to deny any sort of ambush whatsoever.
So he's heard that jump pad, not quite sure if he was ready for him to come around though. Yeah, he thinks he's going around the other side. Almost like covering all those options at the same time, right? Sort of shimmying back and forth, trying to keep an eye on him. And also you can see him crouching, trying to mask those footstep sounds.
Oh, hang on a minute. Rigo actually trying to sort of cut his losses and go in for the heavy armor instead, letting Cooler take the mega health, but a little bit too slow on the uptake. I think if he made that decision a bit earlier, might have got it, but Cooler just on it with the rockets and the rails. 100 on the rocket, 90 on the rail. So much damage against someone like Nyx.
Oh, that was a really good movement on 2 of those rocket jumps to get where he needed to go, but eating a lot of damage from that machine gun. Has picked up enough health, wow, just to top himself back up to 75. That's really good.
He's
mega health up any second.
Yeah, he's not going to be too fussed. They're probably going to trade right here. It's going to be, you know, trade the heavy armor for the mega health. But again, he knows he's down there.
He's not letting, he's going in for the kill.
Oh, Rigo has no idea where he is, trying to see him. Goes in and the assassination.
Oh, thank God,
the BM.
The disrespect. I not only know you're going to be down here, but I'm just going to cut you up, mate. Just like that.
But I think that's such a good call. Like, he knows every single time the heavy armor and the mega health spawn at the same time. Every time Rigo was going to be down there to take the armor instead. Going in. Oh, no, goes in for the teleport. I don't know why he did that. Ouch.
But not one, but 2 gauntlet kills in that one round. You could tell Cooler just...
He's feeling himself.
He started to move towards the armor to the left. You know, he thought, okay, right, he's not going to teleport to it. But the reactions, as soon as he saw he teleported, he just turned around, got the blade out, and was like, right, that's it, round over.
I think that was one of the most assertive ways to say, mate, that wasn't a good idea. Again, going
right now, not as much of a fortunate spawn this time. Mega Health and Rocket already gone to the side of Rigo.
Actually, I think Cooler probably expecting Rigo to go down and take the heavy armor. But actually, because he hasn't, he's going to be able to retreat now. And there we go, he's going to pick it up. Obviously, he can't take it while he's invisible, but either way, that's a good take.
I was actually really brave juking on the side of Cooler as well, though. And I mean, Rigo's peppering rockets down at him, expecting him to go near the middle of the stairs. He just hugged the wall and stayed there.
But again, once again, we're going to see this fight in Mega Health. You can consistently see what the players do. They time these pickups. They know that it's a 30-second cooldown on both of those. So when they know it's going to be back, they do take the fight to these locations. Both players missing rails and rockets, living to fight another day. But Cooler, I think he's got the height advantage here.
That was also good for Rigo, though, because Rigo not only had the rail, he also had access to rocket too. And Cooler is just able to get out of that fight, pick up the rocket, and now he's trying to stack up again, get himself some armor, knowing he needs that to survive a rail, and another miss on the side of both of them.
That would have been a really nice rocket if it connected.
Oh, little bit of damage there. Rigo missing quite a lot of these rails right now. It's working out too well for him.
Hang on, he's again. Oh, he's gone behind him! Is it enough? No! Forces out once again because he's invisible. Cooler was unable to take the Mega Health, but it doesn't matter at all. Double rail straight like that. But it would have been a good play from Rigo if he was able to finish it.
That actually almost turned around to bite Cooler. You saw Cooler got his gauntlet out again. He was ready for another kill, but Rigo was right behind him with the Ghost Walk.
But I think that's the one thing we have to bear in mind is that every time there's a fight, Cooler most of the time has access to that Ghost Walk. He'll use it defensively when he knows he has to survive, but if he knows he's going to secure a kill, he's going to use it aggressively. It's just knowing when to use these abilities, you know, the sort of the intricacies of each champion. That's where these top players really get separated from the rest.
So again, once again, trading out that Mega Armor for the Mega Health. Rigo's going to pick it up and stack up some health, but Armor's not looking too hot right now. At the same time, he does have that natural health pool. It's going to give him a little bit of an edge in terms of just raw health, but Cooler getting around, trying to pick up those weapons. Actually completely ignoring Lightning Gun as well. He's only really going for the rocket and the rail.
With the way he's been playing it, it's almost like he just doesn't need it. The fights are quick. You know, he knows exactly where he needs to aim. When he catches him off guard.
Oh, misses a rail. That could have been really huge. Another one missed back to back. Hits the third though.
Hang on, Rigo now. He can afford to land that rail, and Cooler's going to have to get out of dodge. Doesn't want to take a single more hit. Speaking of which, does manage to get away on the Mega Health. If Rigo would have just stuck through, maybe landed one more rail, we would have seen a champion go by. Cooler would have been forced off his Nyx for the first time. Hang on, aggressive again.
I actually realized that though, because Rigo just used his piercing sight to get a grip on where Cooler was there. So as soon as he knew the piercing sight was down, Cooler went in for that Ghost Walk, used it aggressively straight away.
It's definitely a matter of patience, you know.
Ooh, that snapshot! Wonderful stuff by Cooler, taking out Rigo's visor again, leaving him with the Lone Ranger again.
But the thing is, Rigo's down to his final champion, but Cooler not only has the damage output of Blazkowicz, he's got the sheer tankiness of Clutch. A comeback like this, I think, is a very tall order, especially just look at the champion pool and the player behind the wheel. I mean, even his Nyx has just collected the Mega Health. So stacked and ready for the fight. I'm ready to call this one, to be honest. Going in for the gauntlet again, getting a little bit cheeky. Will he regret it? Nah, straight in with the rocket.
And once again, we see Cooler not forced off Nyx whatsoever, was able to stick with his first champion the whole time, had that Clutch ready to go, that Blazkowicz ready in the back, but
sometimes
Corrupted
you might be
Keep.
eased up. Yeah, here we go.
So we're going on Corrupted Keep for, could this be the, well, the second time today? I think we saw it before. Again, that Nyx, Blazkowicz from Cooler again. This is the same draft picked back to back. But,
here's the element.
Galena.
Yeah, Galena gets picked instead. That's one of the elements. I think that's on Corrupted Keep. We've said this before, but it's a small map. She has access to the totems. And actually, when Neutrino fought against Cooler in week number 2 of 125 FPS, it was actually a Galena. Ultimately, it was actually a Galena totem that sent him out of that tournament.
I saw that.
Neutrino made the comeback with Galena, where he had positioned a totem right on the heavy armor. And he just caught Cooler's Blazkowicz with just a good air rocket. It knocked him straight down. He landed on it, exploded, died, and then Neutrino managed to really steal the match away. But, you know, either way, it's going to be something that Cooler is, you know, he's ready for it. It was an occurrence that happened, but it's not going to be like the be-all, end-all, and nice. So while we get back into this match, as you can clearly see, we are going to see both Nyxes get picked once again. And it's, you know, it's looking to be a similar matchup. The only change up, with the exception of the, you know, the change to Corrupted Keep, but this Galena pick, I don't think this is the last time we're going to see Galena picked on this map.
Well, this is going to be our warm-up phase coming to an end now, so break time is over. This is make or break for Rigo. One game down, one map down, I should say, versus Cooler.
This is a single elimination bracket. If Rigo goes down here, he is going to be out of the tournament for this week, and Cooler will advance.
Oh, well, again, we actually saw Noct just do the same thing. The area denial with the nails from this nail gun. Just trying to get him off that rocket launcher. Not give him the option. Actually got one anyway, but there we go. That really is case in point what I was talking about earlier on, where it just comes down to that straight up 1v1, same weapon, same character. You just have to be more accurate. And over again, Cooler is just able to pull off ahead in that situation.
Well, denying the rocket from the opponent on this map is such a pivotal thing. As I say that, really nice trail with the lightning gun as well. But denying the rocket from your opponent on this map is so important because it's such a dangerous, you know, single projectile weapon. And if they can't get it, you have the complete advantage in the fight.
Well, with there being no rail, that kind of is your go-to single hit power weapon. So low. Cooler with that clutch activation. He popped the visor. That's what we're talking about. Visor was ready with a piercing sight. Heard her go invisible. Popped the piercing sight, and that was enough to finish off Cooler. No escape.
I mean, that's case in point exactly why we've probably seen this champion get picked. Going in, though. Here comes Cooler. Oh, and he actually manages to get him. Rigo catching him going for, I don't know, maybe going for the ability too early, but Rigo actually, hang on, signs of life. This guy's coming back.
He's actually, for the first time in this series, found himself at an even ground here. That last character, if he can take out and take this first round, that'd be huge. Oh, there's the dire orb by Cooler. Rigo was looking so strong, but Cooler ready with that ability.
He's going to really well played. Really well played right there.
But Rigo looking a lot more comfortable already, though. I mean, it could be the map. It could just be a bit of a confidence thing, knowing that, you know, you've gotten over that first hurdle. You took out the Nyx. Cooler's Nyx was off the table. And then just like that, was able to take the second character as well.
And that was also as a visor with no ability. So it's just like an honest, you know, 1v1 fight in the situation. Bear in mind, at that time, Cooler had popped the Blast ability as well. But here comes another fight. And Cooler very early using it. Hang on, aggressively again, trying to shoot the ground. Uses it a little bit too early.
Almost.
And the downtime between rockets was all Cooler needed to get that extra bit of health he needed.
Almost takes himself out in the process as well. But almost as quickly as I can say that, has already stacked himself back up to max health. Oh no, Rigo popped down his totem and is already destroyed by Cooler.
There's not a huge amount of cooldown on that. Obviously, taken into effect the passive of Rigo as well. If Galena picks up health, it will reduce the cooldown of their totems as well. So she'll definitely have it for the next fight. I wonder if it's going to be enough.
Is it going to make a massive difference? So we see that machine gun doing a lot of damage from a distance, really adding up. Rigo really committing to this one, isn't trading out the damage quite as effectively as maybe he'd like to.
I feel like Rigo may have thought he did more damage to Cooler than he actually did. Cooler had, like, he still has armor left, be it 2, but he hasn't even gone into his health at all.
Well, that is almost like the benefit to having low armor, I suppose, or like a single benefit is it doesn't take that long to max out again. But as I can say, that picks up the big armor just to keep himself massively stacked.
Cooler's going to go for the fight instead of the Mega. I think the Ghost pear-shaped. He's going to try and collect it now. He doesn't even need the Ghost Walk because I think just getting the health back with the Mega health was all he needed. And now he can save the Ghost Walk for the next fight against Visor.
So now he goes for Visor last, whereas last time we saw him go for Visor straight away and was enough to finish off Cooler. He actually went to Galena second this time instead. And Visor hit, wow, that was quick. That's just a testament to how fast your health can just disappear if you're at the receiving end of a rocket launcher.
I just don't think Rigo was ready for that. I mean, it sounded almost like he'd popped his ability and he was sort of scouting the map. And the final place he hadn't checked was the far right-hand side. That's exactly where Cooler was. And before he's even noticed he's there, he's taken 2 rockets and he's already down. And it's actually going to be a match point situation for Cooler. He has to get this round and that's it.
Fingers crossed any confidence that Rigo was able to muster after that first round he can really bring back to, because it would be a shame for him to go down here that quickly.
Hang on a minute. Cooler almost trying to sort of like tease him with the sound cue. He knew that Rigo was there to try and control the rocket. If he could just get him to look the wrong way, he would have had a better situation, and Cooler very convincingly taken that fight as well.
There you go, pops the Visor straight away this time. No messing around, is here trying to counter, but has already eaten a ton of damage with that rocket launch from a distance. The Mega Armor taken straight away, that timer. Mega health on the cards as well. Rigo was able to manage to really guarantee himself that pickup in response.
Take up another fight. Bear in mind, Nyx is particularly stacked right here.
Indeed, you saw that sort of like shimmying, dancing left to right, just trying to avoid those rockets.
But this is the kind of fight that we're going to see because Corrupted Keep hasn't got a rail. Something like the heavy machine gun is going to do such a good job of kind of almost sniping forward. Bear in mind, with the changes to the heavy machine gun, it's a little bit more pinpoint accurate when you use the right-click aim.
And also does damage as well. The direct rocket on the way down. Rigo just chose to go down at the worst possible time, and Cooler able to bring himself once again on the verge of a 1-character victory versus Rigo.
The only reason that rocket connected was because Rigo mistimed the respawn of the Mega Health by just 1 second. He went down too early, and just like that, Cooler going in for the kill. Wow, just like that. Great game from Cooler.
Yeah, indeed, and definitely not a huge surprise as well. Cooler looking so strong, such a formidable Quake player overall, and really able to bring it there.